was a cold night waking up from the top of that parking garage roof. That's probably pretty stupid to sleep on the roof of that parking garage back over there. It's very windy, but the sunrise was absolutely beautiful. So as the title says, let's get to it. I look up the phone number. You can't get through to these motherfuckers. Chicago ICE phone number. I want to know what happened to all them immigrants on Elston Avenue. I wonder if they know. Let's find out. What is the number? What number is... How the fuck do I talk to... Okay, how can I talk to ICE? Here we go. Here, I found the number. 866-DHS2 ICE. You gotta spell it out. I can't put that number. I can just copy and paste it over. It's a little difficult, but okay. Alright, we gotta do 866 come on, stupid charger. DHS2 DHS2 hang on ICE I tried this like when Trump first got in. It was still broken, Tom Holland. Let's see if it works now. Oh, sounds like the number's still broken. Let's try one more time. Maybe I dialed it wrong. 866-347 866 DHS. So 866 DHS. And then the number 2 ICE. 2 ICE. Oh, there we go. We got through it now.
If you have a life or death emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your information is very important to us. We are currently experiencing a higher call volume than normal. If you are receiving this message, please submit your information using the HSI tip line web tip form located at www.
Why can't I just talk to somebody? It hung up on me. What the fuck? So you can't get a hold of ICE easily. So all these people are making these fake videos about, oh my god, ICE is coming for me. You can't even call the fuckers.
If you have a life or death emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your information is very important to us. We are currently experiencing a higher call volume than normal. If you are receiving this message, please submit your information using the HSI tip line web tip form located at www.ice.gov/tip.
What kind of flags are those? The fuck? What the fuck type of flag? Is that the Shell flag? It's yellow, white, and red. She likes the Trump car. Oh, she likes the Trump car. She likes the Trump stickers. Oops, can you all hear me? There we go, that's better. Hey, these two little taco stands that post up right here, their meat's okay. I just hope I'm not eating rat meat. Remember what we did yesterday about them Haitians cooking them rats? Oh, hey, a video posted today. It's how to catch a rat with COVID-19. It had COVID-19. I tested its butthole and I tested its mouth and it had COVID-19. So, YouTube, don't fuck with me, man. Don't. Oh, wow. Look at that. A fucking pickup truck Chicago police car? So what is that, a Ford? The fuck type of Ford is that? I bet you a fucking V6 car could beat it. I don't know, it's a pickup truck, it is kind of light. But as I was saying, let's try this one more time with ICE. Because, like, it should put you on hold. It shouldn't just hang up on you and say, hey, do this email. What was that email again? Let's try this again.
You have reached the Homeland Security Investigations tip line. If you have a life or death emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your information is very important to us. We are currently experiencing a longer wait time than normal. We are only accepting phone calls Monday through Friday between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
If you are calling when we are not accepting phone calls, or if you prefer not to wait on hold, you may also submit your information.
No, I prefer to wait on hold.
HSI tip line web tip form, located at www.ice.gov/tips. If you are calling about an appointment with ICE or to change your address with ICE, press 1. If you are calling to provide a tip or add information to an existing report, press 2. For general information about the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or Homeland Security Investigations, press 3.
Well, I gotta have it repeat
You are
that.
calling about an appointment with ICE or to change your address with ICE, press 1. If you are calling to provide a tip or add information to an existing report, press 2. For general information about the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or Homeland Security Investigations, press 3.
I think we're gonna go with 2.
The Homeland Security Investigations tip line is for reporting crimes and violations of United States laws under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security Investigations,
I only took 3 tries.
commonly referred to as HSI, is the principal investigative arm of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, a component of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. All information received on the tip line will be reviewed by appropriate personnel. HSI retains the discretion to act on information based on resources and priorities. The tip line is for reporting only. Tip line personnel cannot provide any information regarding whether your tip will be acted upon or when it might be acted upon. The HSI tip line accepts anonymous tips by phone and through the web tip form located at www.ice.gov/tips. If you choose to report a tip anonymously, you may simply provide the information concerning the violation. If you choose to leave your name, contact information, or other personally identifiable information, this information may be subject to disclosure during an administrative proceeding or criminal trial. Your call will be recorded. Knowingly filing a false report is a crime, and violators may be prosecuted. Please select from the following options, and the next available analyst will take your call. Hold times will vary. To report the presence of undocumented non-citizens or the employment and exploitation of undocumented non-citizens in the United States, press 1. To report a person suspected to have engaged in a fraudulent marriage for the purpose of obtaining lawful permanent residency in the United States, or an individual or group known to arrange or facilitate fraudulent marriages, press 2. To report an ICE most wanted fugitive listed at www.ice.gov, press 3. To report an individual or group suspected of involvement in terrorism or activities related to national security, press 4. To report activity consistent with human smuggling or human trafficking, press 5. To report an individual or group suspected of engaging in crimes against children, press 6. To report customs violations, including smuggling of cash, drugs, firearms, or weapons systems, contraband, counterfeit merchandise, and all other trade violations, press 7. To report immigration violations, including transnational gang activity, human rights violators, benefit fraud, including visa fraud, undocumented non-citizens suspected to be involved in or convicted of crimes, production or use of fraudulent documents, previously removed undocumented non-citizens, and undocumented non-citizens who are suspected to have ignored or evaded an order of deportation or removal, and all other immigration-related crimes, press 8. To hear this, this menu again. Press the pound key.
I think we need that repeated.
The Homeland Security Investigations tip line is
no,
for reporting crimes and
get
violations of United States laws under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security Investigations, commonly referred to as HSI, is the principal investigative arm of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, a component of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security.
And on this plane, I don't know.
All information received on the tip line will be reviewed by appropriate personnel. HSI retains the discretion to act on information based on resources and priorities. The tip line is for reporting only. Tip line personnel cannot provide any information regarding whether your tip will be acted upon or when it might be acted upon. The HSI tip line accepts anonymous tips by phone and through the web tip form located at www.ice.gov/tip. If you choose to report a tip anonymously, you may simply provide the information concerning the violation. If you choose to leave your name, contact information, or other personally identifiable information, this information may be subject to disclosure during an administrative proceeding or criminal trial. Your call will be recorded. Knowingly filing a false report is a crime, and violators may be prosecuted. Please select from the following options,
A lot of birds
and the next
shit on that
available
police car.
analyst will take your call. Hold time will vary. To report the presence of undocumented non-citizens or the employment and exploitation of undocumented non-citizens in the United States, press 1. To report a person suspected to have engaged in a fraudulent marriage for the purpose of obtaining lawful permanent residency in the United States, or an individual or group known to arrange or facilitate fraudulent marriages,
propane
press 2.
projectiles, which
To
we're
report
looking
an
for
ICE most
propane
wanted fugitive,
projectiles.
visit at www.gov. Press 3. To report an individual or group suspected of involvement in terrorism or activities related to national security, press 4. To report
No,
activities
it's not national.
consistent with human smuggling
It'd be
or
local.
human trafficking, press 5. To report an individual or group suspected of engaging in crimes against children, press 6. To report customs violations, including smuggling of cash, drugs, firearms, or weapons systems, contraband, counterfeit merchandise, and all other trade violations, press 7. To report immigration violations, including transnational gang activity, human rights violators, benefit fraud, including visa fraud, undocumented non-citizens suspected to be involved in or convicted of crimes, production or use of fraudulent documents, previously removed undocumented non-citizens, and undocumented non-citizens who are suspected to have ignored or evaded an order of deportation or removal, and all other immigration-related crimes, press 8.
I think 8 would
Here's
fall
the
under
menu
the
again.
category of
Press
propane
pound key.
projectiles. I guess 8. Ah, damn it! I didn't hit it in time. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's try this again. That was a nice charge.
The Homeland Security Investigations tip line. If you have a live
Looking for
death
propane
emergency,
projectiles.
please hang up and dial 911. Your information is very important to us.
Who am I
We are
recruiting?
experiencing a higher call volume than normal. If you are receiving this message, please
Oh.
submit your information using
People that
the
throw
website
propane
web
projectiles.
located at
Immigrants.
www.ice.gov/tip.
The fuck? It hung up on me again. It didn't give me the option to 1 through 8 again. I'm trying to get
the Homeland Security Investigations tip line. If you have a life or death emergency,
I need to choose the option that most relates to propane tank projectiles for Venezuelans. Or Ukrainian. I don't know. He was Venezuelan or Ukrainian. It was a mixture of both.
please submit your information using the HSI tip line web tip form located at www.ice.gov/tip.
Hung up on me again. What the fuck? How many times you gotta call to get through to the options where you hit the number?
I've reached the Homeland Security Investigation.
I wanna know if Chicago's still a sanctuary city, too.
Death emergency. Please hang up and dial 911. Your information is very important to us. We are currently experiencing a higher call volume than normal. If you are receiving this message, please submit your information using the HSI tip line web tip form located at
The OnlyFans chick who says men are useless gets the fact check of a lifetime live.
Hung up on me
Honestly,
again.
I really don't give a rat's if if the male species is depleting. Okay,
What?
you guys you guys have had your time to shine. If you guys want to get better, you guys can do that yourselves, but I'm not going to get you out of the slum. I don't need a guy in my life. It's fun if I have one, but if I'm not going to try and make you guys better, you guys can do that on yourselves.
You do actually need men to survive, and here's why. Everything that you see around you was built and created and maintained by men.
Okay.
Everything. The infrastructure in this country, in every single country in the world, is built, created, and maintained by good, honest, hardworking men that just want to provide for their family.
Luke Skywalker's head. Show Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamilton. I mean, yeah, Mark Hamilton. Oh, this one looks funny. Oh, he's going. Where's
Elon,
he
you have
going?
no right to take away Social Security benefits from millions of Americans
not.
over 120 years old. That's right, it's a constitutional crisis. That's right, Maxine. It's a threat to our democracy.
Chuck, there's clearly evidence of fraud happening with Social Security. How else do you explain the checks going to people 140 years old? Who are these people supposed to be, vampires?
Not fraud. You see, there are things in this world, dead things. Many of them relying heavily on disability checks.
Chuck, if dead people are receiving disability checks, that's fraud.
Let's just say because someone is dead, that doesn't mean they're no longer eligible for Social Security.
Are you guys trying to say there are ghosts receiving benefits?
It's the only logical explanation besides fraud,
Which is clearly unlikely. Can you prove it to me?
yes, we can. Meet us at the Congressional Cemetery tonight at midnight. Elon, you have no right to take away Social Security benefits from millions of Americans over 120 years old. That's right, it's a constitutional crisis. That's right, Maxine. It's a threat to our democracy.
Chuck, there's clearly evidence of fraud happening with Social Security. How else do you explain the checks going to people 140 years old? Who are these people supposed to be, vampires?
Not exactly. But the answer is actually much simpler than fraud. You see, there are things in this world, dead things. Many of them relying heavily on disability checks.
Chuck, if dead people are receiving disability checks, that's fraud.
Let's just say because someone is dead, that doesn't mean they're no longer eligible for Social Security.
Are you guys trying to say there are ghosts receiving benefits?
It's the only logical explanation besides fraud,
Which is clearly unlikely. Can you prove it to
The
me?
fuck is
yes,
that?
we can. Meet us at the Congressional
There's a
Cemetery
beer on the
tonight at
front of the
midnight.
garbage truck.
Elon, you have no right to take away Social Security benefits from millions of Americans over 120 years old. That's right, it's a constitutional crisis.
That's a new one. I like that. That's funny. I think I'll watch the whole episode. Found the whole episode. I think. Yeah, this gotta be the whole episode. Black Hawk Down. Oh, that looks like a new Call of Duty game. I should have watched it.
Elon, you have no right to take away Social Security benefits from millions of Americans over 120 years old. That's right, it's a constitutional crisis. That's right, Maxine. It's a threat to our democracy.
Chuck,
Mixing
there is
waters.
clearly evidence of fraud happening with Social Security. How else do you explain the checks going to people 140 years old? Who are these people supposed to be, vampires?
Not exactly. But the answer is actually much simpler than fraud. You see, there are things in this world.
This is the
dead
whole
things.
episode.
Many of them relying heavily on
That one was a
disability
short.
checks.
Chuck, if dead people are receiving disability checks, that's fraud.
Let's just say because someone is dead, that doesn't mean they're no longer eligible for Social Security.
Are you guys trying to say there are ghosts receiving benefits?
It's the only logical explanation besides fraud,
Which is clearly unlikely. Can you prove it to me?
yes, we can. Meet us at the Congressional Cemetery tonight at midnight. Maybe once you meet someone who depends on Social Security
lies
checks, you'll change your mind about cutting them off.
Benjamin
Go ahead,
Martin.
Elizabeth. Right. Stopping fraud in Social Security
cemetery.
is somehow anti-democracy.
Who dares disturb my gay kissing? Oh, shoot. Where the hell is my Social Security check? I have bills to pay, you know.
I'm working on it, Benjamin. You see, Elon, without Social Security payments, homosexual ghosts like Benjamin Martin can't afford to eat.
Wait a minute. You're stopping my benefits because you think it's impossible to be 130?
I'm 287 years old.
You must be an idiot. Thank God I have highly ethical geniuses like Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer to watch my back, or who knows what else you do.
That one was funny. Oh, let's see what else they got. That one was good. I like that one. Oh, here's a full one of the food. Oh, I found them all. This is a nice
The
page.
food pyramid was created to make Americans
I wanna
relatively
subscribe
obese.
from this
I was
one, though.
working on re-engineering it to remove seed oils when I noticed something at the base. Right there. Why is Dank DeMoss at the bottom of the food pyramid? because that's where the most servings are. My God,
already
it all makes
subscribed.
so...
Oh no, go back, wait. Go back. Oh shit. Wait, here we go.
Oh,
No, too far
that's
back.
right. It's a con...
Oh, that's way too far back. Where were
Elon, you have no right to take away Social Security benefits from...
I want to see this whole other video. Oh no, back videos. There we go. Not shorts. Alright. Where's that one? Ooh. Here's a full P. Diddy episode.
Hey, it's DJT. I didn't answer the phone because I'm busy putting big balls back into the White House.
Why aren't you answering my calls? I need you to pardon my brother P. Diddy. Easy marketing idea. Happy I could go to the Berlin Wall with her jahoops and a foof exposed. Hello? Did you get me pardoned yet? Not yet. I keep trying D-Man, but he's not answering my calls. Dang, well keep trying. I know it seems like I've been involved in trafficking, but I wasn't. They just saying I'm bad because I'm a black man and they found all that lube at my house and assumed I throw freak off parties. I don't. All that lube was for a good people sliding on a plastic mat. P. Diddy slip and slide party. I know, Puff, I'm with you. Maybe there's a way to get me pardoned without speaking to the president. Do you know the former chancellor of Germany? Tiny mustache, comb over, possibly started the Holocaust? Yeah, I know him. Well, I'm thinking no matter what I did or didn't do, I can't possibly be as bad as that guy. So if you convince the public to like the former chancellor of Germany, they'll forgive me for what they think I did. That's a good idea, Puff. Let's see. People like things that I like. So if I make 1,000 posts on X about how much I like them, everyone else will start to like them too. I can even make a line of Yeezy products and release them using the ghost of Steve Jobs. The only thing is I'll have to use a more recent face of white supremacy to connect with the kids.
Hey, that don't make...
Yeezy marketing idea. Happy I could go to Auschwitz with the lugas and the foof exposed. Holocaust, Charles Manson, overpriced t-shirts. Holocaust, Charles Manson, overpriced t-shirts. I give you the Yeezy Charles Manson t-shirts to free P. Diddy.
I made a big vat of watery spheres in my backyard so I could melt Nordic gold and pour it in there. Every time I pour metal in, it makes a unique sculpture. Hot liquid metal had flowed down around each of the watery spheres, forming this interesting design. What do y'all think of this golden sculpture?
Look cool. Elon Musk exposes 60 Minutes for Brazen News edits demands to be taken off air. Let's see what this is about.
CBS's 60 Minutes has been blasted today after it was revealed that they are up to their old fake news tricks again in a bid to undermine Donald Trump and his administration. The latest stunt was airing a sympathy segment which featured an employee who was supposedly a victim of Elon Musk's savage US aid cuts. But it turns out that's not the full story.
People are really scared. I think that, 12 days ago, people knew where their next paycheck was coming from. They knew how they were going to pay for their kids' daycare, their medical bills, and then all gone overnight.
All gone overnight for Christina Dry and Adam Dubard, fired this month in the chaotic shutdown of foreign aid distributed by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID.
But they can't give that same aid to the people of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Hawaii. And San Diego, where they had the fire.
More than 8,000 USAID employees were sent home by the administration.
This commentator said 60 Minutes claimed Christina Dry was fired this month in the chaotic shutdown of USAID. What they didn't tell you, Christina wasn't a USAID employee. She worked for XLA and Jefferson Partners, providing speechwriting services for USAID Administrator Samantha Power, who resigned.
Provided this is all true, that's interesting.
Another day, another half-truth on prime time. This commentator was equally as enraged, saying 60 Minutes has never done a special on the jobs lost from the floods in North Carolina and the devastation it caused those families, but has the audacity to tell us to pity overpaid bureaucrats who got fired for doing the jobs taxpayers didn't need them to do.
True.
People who produce 60 Minutes are part of the problem in American society today. And the head of Doge, Elon Musk, weighed in on the program, saying 60 Minutes are the biggest liars in the world. They engaged in deliberate deception to interfere in the last election. They deserve a long prison sentence. And the USAID wasn't the only bit of sensationalized.
So, like, how do you give the internet a prison? Isn't that the internet he's saying to give the prison sentence to? Because, like, isn't it a collection of people that, like, own it through stocks or something? So, I guess it's kind of like they're going to put him in Facebook jail.
Aired on 60 Minutes this week. The hard-hitting journalists of 60 Minutes joined along as German police dramatically arrested a citizen for posting a meme online.
It's 6:01 on a Tuesday morning, and we were with state police as they raided this apartment in northwest Germany. Inside, 6 armed officers searched a suspect's home, then seized his laptop and cell phone. Prosecutors say those electronics may have been used to commit a crime. The crime, posting a racist cartoon online. At the exact same time across Germany, more than 50 similar raids played out. Part of what prosecutors say is a coordinated effort to curb online hate speech in Germany.
Online commentators blasted the story.
Oh, wait. So that's what the news said. Now let's see what they really said. What really happened.
With this person saying, it's a crime to insult people online in Germany. This is what left-wingers want the law to be in America, so they can arbitrarily arrest and prosecute anyone they want. The bizarre story comes after J.D. Vance's historical speech in Munich, which gave Europe some hard truths about what their country has become.
And expressing opinions isn't election interference. Even when people express views outside your own country, and even when those people are very influential. And trust me, I say this with all humor, if American democracy can survive 10 years of Greta Thunberg scolding, you guys can survive a few months of Elon Musk. But what no democracy, American, German, or European, will survive is telling millions of voters that their thoughts and concerns, their aspirations, their pleas for relief are invalid or unworthy of even being considered.
And back to 60 Minutes, eagle-eyed commentators have unearthed an interview they did with Trump back in 2020, which was creatively edited to make him appear incoherent.
You said you're taking something that was investigated by a Republican committee.
You think it's okay for the mayor of Moscow's wife to give him millions and millions of dollars, $3.5 million, to give his family $3.5? Do you think it's okay for Hunter Biden to say that we're giving the big guy 10% of this massive amount of money they're taking?
This is October 2020
for all of these horrible things that you've seen, where they're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, where China gives them $1.5 billion to manage the family, $1.5 billion, and then he's supposed to negotiate. Let me tell you, it's the second biggest scandal. The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's all over the place.
This commentator slammed the edit, saying, reminder, 60 Minutes was, is, and always will be a carefully orchestrated scam. Its meticulously edited segments are designed to manipulate those who prefer comforting illusions over uncomfortable truths. And with these recent scandals, it seems Donald Trump's scathing review of 60 Minutes during the last election has turned out to be spot on. He said 60 Minutes is a major part of the news organization of CBS, which has just created the greatest fraud in broadcast history. CBS should lose its license and it should be...
Man, there's some people with some bad Trump derangement syndrome out there where they think Trump's election was rigged. There's overwhelming evidence that Biden's election was rigged. Trump's wasn't rigged. This is what we, the people, U.S. citizens, want.
It out to the highest bidder, as should all other broadcast licenses, because they are just as corrupt as CBS and maybe even worse.
If you currently have an artery or a heart issue, then you need to see this.
Here's a full one of this one. Elon Musk
Thanks
trying
for
to
joining
dab.
me, Rachel. I have reason to believe Elon Musk has
Oh,
been
wait,
the
I already
former
watched
chancellor
that.
of Germany this entire time. You know the one.
About this one.
The last 4 years of being president have flown by. I don't even know what I did.
Oh yeah, you're such a good
Joe
president.
Biden.
Ooh.
Wow, thanks, Harry. What should I do now?
Ooh, you should pardon your family. Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea. Alright, call my brother now.
Oh man, them fucking potholes.
Whoa, James. I'm calling to let you know I'm pardoning you. Wow, I can't believe I'm being pardoned by the President of the United States. Who's that? The President. Who? What am I doing again?
Ooh, you should pardon Anthony Fauci too.
That's a great idea. I'll call him right now.
The person you are trying to reach, Anthony Fauci, is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
I guess he's busy. Maybe you could tell him in person.
Ooh, I'd love
Ooh, I think that's the Canada president.
Fauci. Ooh, is someone there? Ooh, yeah, it's me. I came to let you know you were pardoned by Joe Biden. Ooh, yeah. Well, I've committed no crime, so obviously there's no reason to pardon me. If you don't want it, I'll let him know. Yeah. Hang on. Who am I to turn it down? Does this cover me for all the crimes I did not commit since 2014? It definitely covers you. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was funny. I haven't seen that one yet. They got some more on here. What else they got? Oh, this one. Oh, wait, watch that one. The last 45 minutes of The View. Camilla Harris and Tim Waltz. The Pentagon confirms the drones are aliens. This one sounds funny.
We don't know anything about the drones flying around the East Coast, but we hope you're all dumb enough to believe nothing out of the ordinary is going on. But if you think it's us, then it's aliens. Excuse me. Hello? It turns out they've been aliens this whole time. The lie we've been telling this whole time is true? That's a miracle. Hang on, I have to try something. The hurricane victims of North Carolina will get aid. I hope that becomes true as well. Okay, I'll be right there. So how do we know the drones are aliens? Well, I wasn't the one who figured it out. Joe Rogan did. Go ahead, Joe. Tell him what you told me. All right. Take a look at this photograph of the pyramids in Egypt. Notice anything? If you zoom in, you can clearly see a drone carrying a stone slab to the top. Now look at this. Notice anything?
On the $1
If you zoom
bill.
in, you can see the logo for the Wicked movie at the bottom of the pyramid. I
On the
believe
$1
these
bill.
aliens are woke feminists and they're here to make sure everyone on planet Earth sees the Wicked movie while it's still in theaters. My God. Are you sure that's what they want? Just look at this message we intercepted. I'm Lupron.
This is pretty funny.
I identify as non-binary, cis-capable masculine interpreting. Behind me is Cynthia Erivo, the most important person in the entire universe. We will destroy your planet if you don't meet our demands. First, every human must see the Wicked movie. It's a great musical with catchy songs, and the star of it is black and gay. Anyone who
months ago.
doesn't see it is racist. Also, you have to see the Snow White movie when it comes out or you're misogynist. Lastly, we demand you give more money to Ukraine. They deserve it. My God, we get to give more money to Ukraine.
Not no more money for Ukraine. Ukraine got that gravy train ending. Let's see what we got next. Dim some screens because I'm under a bridge. Fucking yellow lights. Oh, this one looks funny.
Introducing Domino's Best Deal Ever. Get any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite.
Well,
They
think I'm
said I would
calling
never
ice
pardon
later.
Hunter Biden, but no reasonable person can look at all the evidence. The laptop, the IRS whistleblowers, witness testimonies to his shady business deals in Ukraine, and say he did anything wrong. That's why I signed a full presidential pardon for my son between the random dates of January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. No one's above the law.
Oh, yeah, that's my president. Ooh, you should pardon Dr. Fauci, too. Ooh, no one's above the law. Pardon me, Joe. Damn it! Hunter Biden is my son! He's a good boy who deserves to be forgiven! If you disagree, it's because he's our son and you're anti-democracy! No one's above the law!
Hello?
Pardon me, Dad. I know you're giving a speech right now, but I need to be pardoned again.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm in a high-speed chase. I just robbed a bank and did some stuff in an alley with the lady of the night. I tried to be a good boy for you, Daddy. But what am I supposed to do when my dad's the president and I can basically do whatever I want? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyway, I need to be pardoned again so these cops will leave me alone.
All right. I hereby grant a full presidential pardon to my son, Hunter Biden, again. No one is above the law.
Thanks, Dad. I also need you to pardon Anthony Fauci. Turns out that lady of the night was just him in a wig, and I feel pretty bad for all the stuff we did. I went pretty crazy.
That one was good. Let's see what else they got. Jimmy Kimmel. I think I watched this one.
It's
already.
me, Jimmy Kimmel. I have
No,
Jimmy
I haven't. Not
Fallon
the full
and
one. I
Stephen
watched the
Colbert
short.
with me tonight because I don't think I can host the show alone anymore. That's right. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. We're here to support our friend Jimmy. So as you know, Trump. Oh, jeez, Jimmy. It's okay, buddy. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. James, call the hotline. I'm on it. There, buddy. Cheer up. You have reached the National Self-Harm Prevention Lifeline. Please hold. It's ringing. Do you want to go out and do blackface again? Would that make you feel better? Maybe. Do I get paid for it? No, but you love blackface. God damn it. National Self-Harm Prevention Lifeline, this is Dave. I'm here to help. Hi, Dave. My buddy Jimmy's having a mental breakdown. Smell it. Can I have $200? I just realized something. We've all sold out years ago and we're cowards. But now we have a lot of money, so we don't have to be cowards anymore. We can just say whatever we want now. We don't have to sell out and be cowards anymore. We can always get more money. Oh, right. That's a good point. Never mind.
If you want to watch these yourself, that's the name of the channel. Oh, very. It's pretty funny. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, yo. Thanks for watching.